Howdy everyone. We're gonna do a little turkey gear video here today. Everything, I don't want to be overwhelming with all this gear on the table. I don't take every single piece on this table out when I turkey hunt. Just giving you options. There's multiple scenarios when it comes to turkey hunting. But anyways, yeah, let's just dive right into this and get going. So obviously, first off, if you want to harvest a turkey in your state, you're going to need a turkey tag of some sort, okay? So go out and get one of those, and then you can worry about the gear later. Next up is obviously a weapon of your choice, depending on your state. Look up your regulations so you don't go out and illegally harvest a turkey. But obviously you got your compound bow. We got a 12 gauge single action shotgun. You can use a crossbow if you'd like. Here's a 20 gauge. Here is a black powder inline. And then usually what I use is this Mossberg 500 right here. So weapon of choice is next, obviously. So there you have it. You can use a normal broadhead if you like. Otherwise, they make these things called the guillotine broadhead, and those are for more head shooting turkeys if you don't want to body shoot it or wing shoot it. If you're going to use a 12 gauge, I just go out and get your Walmart special Winchester box of 3-inch 5-shot. Usually you don't need a full choke if you don't want to go out and buy one, but I got a Carlson turkey choke right here, and then I got a Carlson coyote choke. You can still use it, works the same, and then here's just a little 20 gauge full choke. So now that you got your tag, your weapon of choice, and what shot you're going to be using, next up is calls. You're going to need some calls. Here's a old school, this is very traditional, just a wing bone call. You got your diaphragm calls. If you're a beginner, these push boxes are really user friendly. Got your pot and peg calls right here. This one's glass and aluminum, and that's just a normal slate. I think it's I can't remember what it's made out of, but then you got your box call here. And for these, for conditioning some of these, especially for the pot and peg calls, I always carry a little Ziploc bag around with me, and I got some sandpaper, Scotch Brite pad, and that's what you'll need for your slate calls. Something for like a push box or a box call, you're gonna want some box call chalk. Box call chalk right there. And this is a Tom gobbler. It's made by Primo's, the double gobble. I have used it before. You can shake it, otherwise you can pop it off. You can pop it off like that and blow into it. And I'll show you what that sounds like. So that's just a gobble call. Not really essential. If you're a beginner, I'd seriously just go out and get a push box. They're really friendly to use, okay? Hopefully I don't get too off topic on this video, but anyways, I'll keep removing. You can use some type of hearing protection if you're using a firearm. You don't need to go out and spend $700 on hearing protection. These earmuffs were $50. It's the Walker razors. They're $50, like I said. If you want to spend an extra $50, they have like an earbud system. Those work really well too. Normal earplugs will work. Ones attached to a string will work. Just be safe. Don't break your bank getting hearing protection. So next up, obviously hydration. You can have a hydration pouch for your backpack. You can have the good old-fashioned wine skin. Use water, not wine, while you're hunting, okay? Wine will come later, after you get your bird. And if you're going to do like an all-day sit, get some thermoses or something. Put some coffee in there. Put some soup. Your choice. Granola bars, cookies, candy bars, whatever. Another thing, when it gets cold out, you're going to want some hand warmers. This is also a electronic, it's a battery pack. I mean, you can charge your, I'll do a review on this later, but you can charge your phone with it. It's got a light on there. It's also a hand warmer. I used that ice fishing this year, and I loved it. So, up next is obviously you're going to want a light, preferably one with a red light, so it's not giving away your position as much when you're walking in compared to a white light. Next up, you're going to want some DEET. Maybe you can find some stuff with tick repellent. I just got this thermos here. Thing works awesome. I did use it a few times, and it does keep the mosquitoes away. About, you get 10 feet away from it, they'll start getting at you, but they make cases for them. I don't have a case for it, but it's got a little belt clip right there. You can just clip it on wherever you want in your backpack. Then next is obviously a decoy of some sort. You only need one decoy, and go out and get yourself the cheapest hen decoy you can find. You don't need to be spending a bunch of money on like an Avian X or anything like that. If you want to, be my guest, but you can get away with the cheapest little turkey silhouette if you want. So if you're going to be using a firearm, you can use bipods or tripods if you'd like. It's kind of nice. Depending on how I feel, I'll use them, I won't use them. But they do come in handy sometimes when you can just rest your barrel on a tripod and take some of the weight off your arm. So then after that, you're going to want a fanny pack of some sort or a backpack. Honestly, I can almost get all this stuff in this bag. It's got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. It's got 9 pouches. They hold a lot of stuff. My last video I uploaded, I showed you about this shaker turkey pack. I'm going to probably be using both of these this year. And I'll have more than enough room to get all this stuff in there. So what else do we got? Oh, you're going to need a knife of some sort to gut your turkey in the field. For scouting purposes, or even if you want, you can identify a bird from a long distance. Get some binoculars. Once again, they can be just some good old-fashioned cheap binoculars. And also for scouting purposes, get yourself a trail camera. Put some trail cameras up. See where they're going, what they're doing. Look on the ground, look for their tracks. See what lines they're following. And for concealment, there is a little roll-out blind, super lightweight. It's collapsible. I got one right here that is rolled up. But I mean, it's just a little bit shorter than my bow right there. Really lightweight. You just unroll it, stick it in the ground, and sit behind it. It gives you a little bit more room to move so you don't get busted by a bird. Even read up on stuff if you like. If you like to read, it's always a good idea. Back to the diaphragm calls. If you're going to be using old calls from the previous year, take a Dixie cup, fill the Dixie cup up with Listerine, and put your diaphragm call in there, because the bacteria that builds up on diaphragm calls, and you just throw it throw it in your closet and take it out next year and you get a sore throat from using it, it's because of the bacteria buildup on your diaphragm calls. So use some Listerine, clean them off, and you should be good to go. If you don't want to wear a face mask, get yourself some face paint. I'll go over here to the face masks real quick. It can be pretty cold here in Wisconsin during early turkey season, or it can be pretty warm, so I just got these for my options. Pretty thick face mask right here. This is just a leafy face mask. It's got a little slot for the mouth, so you can still use a diaphragm call. And then just your normal net mesh gator, I guess you could call it, face mask. I usually use this over all my other masks. It's just really easy to slip up and down on your face. And it does act as a, a bug deterrent. Tuck the bottom into your collar of your shirt, jacket. Keeps the bugs away, flying in your mouth. I'll go on to hats real quick. Just get yourself a camo hat. Nothing special. Okay. For cold days, get something that'll keep you warm. You want to be comfortable. You don't want to be miserable hunting. It's no fun. Or a boonie cap. Get a boonie cap. They're really nice. Keep the sun out of your face. That's done. Gloves. I typically like the fingerless gloves. I can operate the bow better. I can operate a firearm better. So those are typically what I go with. If you don't want those and you got some thin material gloves, something really thin so you don't discharge your firearm on accident with a big bulky glove as you try and stick your finger in the gun ring or the trigger ring. And yeah, they don't have to be camo gloves. You can get some black gloves or whatever. And back to the hat, even a Davy Crockett hat will do the job, guys. Okay, just don't be wearing a hat like that when you're going turkey hunting, because you just don't. Okay, so what else did I not get to? Well, here we got some options for your butt. Here's just a normal air pad. It's got a vent on it, fills up with air. You can wear it around your waist if you like. You can roll it up and throw it in your backpack if you'd like. There's a little turkey seat right here. That'll work. Otherwise, you got a chair like this, or these really low to the ground turkey chairs are pretty nice to have. If you're going to be sitting all day, you want to be comfortable. You don't want to be sitting in the mud and getting wet. It's going to be unenjoyable for you. So next up, for camouflage, again, I talked about this net right there, but you can also use a blind. Set a blind up. If you're going to use a blind, check your public land regulations on leaving blinds and stands and whatnot on public land for X amount of time, because some states you gotta set it up and take it down every day. If you're on private land, make sure you set those blinds up about a month or two in advance before season opens, so the turkeys can be accustomed to it and they don't get spooked by it. Here's just a little hand pouch. These are lifesavers. You can throw hand warmers in there, throw your cell phone in there, whatever. And we will talk about clothes. So, I mean, obviously I'm not your mother. I shouldn't tell you how to dress, but I'm going to anyways. So obviously you need a base layer. And if you want to get a little patriotic with your base layer, go out and get yourself an American flag onesie. Why? Because America. So I'll wear that on a really cold day and if I just feel like being funny, but normally I just got your basic Under Armour base layer. Over that, I got a kind of thick to medium thick cotton shirt. I'll throw that over my base layer. Then a sweatshirt. On really cold days, over the sweatshirt, you got a jacket. If the sun comes out later in the day and you start sweating, take your jacket off and keep your camo sweatshirt on. Always nice to have rain gear. It's a really lightweight, super compact rain jacket, okay? That'll help you if it starts raining. Like I said, you want to be comfortable. If you don't want to go with the blind route, you can always use a ghillie suit, okay? There's a ghillie suit that I'm in the process of making. You can make your own or you can go out and buy it, but they come in all sorts of different colors, so make sure you're just using the right color for the vegetation in your area. But you got tan, green, there's just some more tan. And up in Wisconsin, like I said, weather's unpredictable. It can snow in May if it wants to. And wear some white camo if you want. Blend in even better. Get some overalls. Okay. And I got 2 other backpacks down here. Like I said, you don't need to be breaking your bank getting expensive stuff. This is a $20 Walmart backpack that I spray painted years ago, and I can fit just as much stuff in there as this tangle-free bag right here. I love both. Depending on what I'm taking out and using, I'll decide then. But yeah, guys, you don't need everything on the table. I'd say what you really need is a turkey tag, obviously, a weapon of choice, a decoy, and get some type of call that you're comfortable with and you sound decent on, okay? And I guess the last thing I didn't point out here is I got scent killer. And you don't really need scent killer for turkey hunting. Turkeys don't really rely on their nose so much as they rely on their sight and their hearing, which is exceptionally good. But let's say you're out turkey hunting and it's a slow day, nothing's moving, you don't see nothing, you don't hear nothing, and you got a bow. Well, if you got scent killer on, who knows? You might get a coyote to come by, and if you see a coyote, whack the coyote, and a farmer will thank you. But you don't really need scent control for turkey hunting, but if you want to, go for it. And then safety, you always want a form of first aid kit, because you're going to be gutting your turkey out, and if the knife slips or something, you want bandages nearby. After gutting the bird out, always wash your hands. I always take some hand sanitizer with me. Yeah, so that is basically the stuff I have and use for turkey hunting. Like I said, you don't need everything on the table, but get what you think is necessary. And hope you guys have a good one come springtime for turkey season. Hopefully you get one. Not sure. I'm pretty sure there's other states where turkey season's open already. But yeah, comment down below. Let me know how your season is going, if it has started already. Drop some comments down below on gear that you use, what you like, what you don't like. Hit that like and subscribe button. Hit the notification bell. And the next video I'm going to be doing is I want you guys to choose what weapon I'm going to be using for my turkey hunting season, okay? If you guys want me to use the single shot, if you guys want me to use the bow, but I will make a video on that next. Alright guys, sorry it was kind of a longer video, but I thought it'd be kind of fun. I'm pent up in the house right now due to the coronavirus. I do fall under the essential working list, so I work in construction, so we are essential. But yeah, hopefully this COVID-19 blows over pretty soon. It's kind of getting ridiculous, but better safe than sorry. I'm not really going out on the weekends. I mean, for the past 2 weeks, I've only been going to work and coming home, and that's about it. Wisconsin is on a stay-at-home lockdown if you're not essential. So, just happy I still get to work. I got money coming in, and there's people that are less fortunate. But, like I said, hopefully this crazy situation blows over soon. But anyways, stay safe, guys. Use your head, be smart. And I will catch you on the next one. Later.